what's happening? How y'all feeling today? I'm glad that y'all decided to join us. I don't know why they keep inviting my ugly ass back to Beautycon, but I appreciate it. I guess this is really about embracing all type of weird facial features like myself, but happy Saturday to each and every one of you. I did Beautycon in New York a few months ago, and I interviewed Angie from the Shade Room, and I thought it was so dope, and they must have thought it was dope because they got me back here again, and today I'm sitting down with one of my favorites. I'm sure she's one of your favorites. She's a 4-time Grammy Award winner who sold over 90 million records. She's an outspoken activist and philanthropist. And she's from a group that y'all may know called Destiny's Child. But she's had an incredible solo career. She's been on TV, she's been in movies, fashion, all kind of stuff. She's celebrated all around the globe. I want y'all to make some noise for the Godiva chocolate goddess, Miss Kelly Rowland. Come on, keep that energy up for Kelly, y'all. Keep that energy up for Kelly.
Hi, everybody. How y'all feeling today? Everybody's good? Good.
Now, Miss Rowland.
Yes.
How are you today? How you feel?
I'm so good.
Okay. I like to ask people that, and I genuinely mean it when I ask people that, you know? So, you released an EP in May. Your first record in 6 years called the Kelly Rowland Edition.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
Well, I mean, that was a project that I did with Red Bull. They do a lot of really cool things where they have artists, you know, put together these specific records, EPs, with their group of writers and producers. And so that's exactly what we did. We went in the studio. We had a really good time. And the Kelly Rowland edition was really like a Red Bull edit edition as well. It was an awesome collaboration.
What is Kelly Rowland in 2019? Because you've been around for a while, since the Destiny's Child group thing, your own solo projects. Yes. What is the 2019 Kelly Rowland about?
2019 Kelly Rowland is full of joy. I'm happy. I'm happy in my skin. Secure in being myself.
Word.
And understanding womanhood, motherhood, wifehood. That shit is hard. But it's awesome. You know what I mean? So it's just, I think I'm in a constant place of learning and growing because I don't get it right every day. And I'm still trying to figure it out just like everybody else.
What got you to that space of joy? Because everybody in here is trying to find happiness in their own way.
I think that every day I try to ask myself a question or figure something different out about myself. Or every day is like present something new for me to figure out. You know what I mean? Balance. Anybody know about balance in here? Because I'm still trying to figure out balance. But yeah, just trying to figure out the balance and understanding my boundaries in business, as a mother, because my son is 4 and he is about that life right now. So yeah, just trying to figure out balance.
Yeah, I saw you say somewhere that you said you found your voice on this project. Is that part of it?
Well, the project that everyone will hear, yes, I found my voice.
The solo album, not the EP.
Yes, right. The one that's just me. It's not with any other company, just me. Yes.
What was different about this project?
I love you too, boo!
What's different about the new album that's coming out?
The new album really, it pushed me to think. It pushed me to think about just myself, about relationships, figuring out relationships, the ones that definitely cause you to think, grow. Y'all know what I mean. It's like you having to really dig deep and to not just pull up the stuff that's at the surface, but the stuff that started actually building your character, and the stuff you probably thought was a whole bunch of junk, but it's the stuff that actually makes you into something incredibly awesome.
Is it easier to be vulnerable in this era of the industry as opposed to when you first started?
I think that now it's a very much so open space for people to be more vulnerable And I think that we have, you know, the millennials to thank for that. We have a new door open, you know, because they're like, look, I feel like this, and everybody's able to express themselves. And then people join on whatever that is because they're like, oh, I feel like that too. So I feel like it's opened up this whole new section where people can actually be vulnerable, you know what I mean? And I think it's awesome.
Does that scare you?
It does scare me a little bit because you want to make sure it's good and it's bad. I think it's good in a way that people are actually allowing their emotions and feelings to be clearly pronounced. It's bad when it's caused for attention.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So I feel like, you know, people everybody wants attention. You know what I mean? Like social media makes that very, very apparent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it's about having a really good balance of what that is.
How much is too much when it comes to the sharing? Because you do have people that have been following you your whole career. They've grown with you. So when it comes to showing off the child or showing off your husband, how much is too much?
I share what I feel like sharing. I definitely share what I feel like sharing. If I don't feel comfortable sharing something, you won't see it. It's just that simple. And some people are like, well, how come you do this or how come you don't do that? And it's my page. I do whatever the hell I want to do on my page.
Word. Now, you've talked openly about being in therapy and the importance of mental health. Yes. Can you talk about that a little? Like,
absolutely.
What encouraged that?
I mean, for me, growing up in the spotlight, I think that also being a wife and being a mom opened up my whole perspective of where I needed the work.
Ooh.
Do you know what I mean?
Ooh.
Like, just I'm still, bear with me, I'm still navigating my way through it all, you know what I mean? But it definitely allowed this space to where it's like, wow, why did I just get so upset when he was trying to help me? Or, you know what I mean, why did I, you know what I mean? It's just like these moments where I'm like, well, that wasn't him because he was being really considerate. Was that me? You know what I mean? Is that something that I have to figure out? So it's just trying to navigate my way through my own therapy and asking the questions, the hard questions, the tough questions that you're like, I never thought I'd ask this, or I never thought I'd say this to someone else. Because in my household, we actually believe that secrets are toxic. So when someone tells my son, I want to tell you a secret, I'm like, we don't have secrets around here.
Word.
You know what I mean? Everything is out in the open. Some things are private, but I truly believe that secrets can be very toxic. So he knows that. Someone told him, hey, I want to tell you a secret. He goes, no, we don't have secrets in this house. So I think that they learn from when they're little, you know, and I just want to like instill things in him now that he will be able to take with him in his adult life.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those generational cycles we have to break. The fact that black people, we think we're doing each other favors by keeping secrets from each other. And we're not at all.
No, as a matter of fact, we're hindering each other because if someone is in need of some help, no matter what it is, you're to help them and you figure out the solution. But if you have to tell someone else because it's a dangerous situation for this person, then you are helping them. If you keep it to yourself, you never know what could happen from there.
And you said therapy was like being part of having a strong system of support.
Yes.
What does the rest of that support system look like?
I mean, the rest of my support system is honest, brutally honest at times, and we check each other. You know what I mean? We definitely clock in with each other, and it's just like, you sure you're all right today? You know, it's that is important. I think it's important in friendships. Period. You have to check in with each other. You have to be honest with each other, no matter what it is. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
What's the biggest misconceptions about Kelly Rowland? Because, you know, you grow up, you have the media always, they can paint their own narrative of you. But now we live in an era where you can control your own narrative. So what's the biggest misconception of Kelly Rowland?
I don't know what. Yeah, that I'm sometimes too nice. Sometimes too nice.
Yeah,
and
he was screaming out,
I'm
humble.
definitely the person where I'm like, I'm nice until you try me. It can be like you never existed. I'm definitely that person. If you cross me good enough, you never existed.
Word.
And I just believe that I do people good. I mean people good. I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody be great. And that's genuine with every fiber of my being. So when you don't want that for me, holla. It's like you never existed.
So when you cut people off, do you like go on their Facebook to make sure they still doing bad or something?
No.
Okay.
No. I don't even wish ill of anybody who like will cross me. I had some people cross me, but I'm just like, sometimes you look back because you'll see like that someone has crossed you so bad, and you watch karma, or you just watch how, I know me, I believe in God, and I'll watch how he operates, and I'll go, ooh, have mercy on him, please. You know what I mean? Because this is a lot that they're dealing with. They're already dealing with that, but like, have mercy on them, you know?
What does Kelly Rowland want her narrative to be?
What does Kelly Rowland want my narrative to be? Wasn't that weird? What does Kelly Rowland want my narrative to be?
Because you can define it with some of the things that you're doing.
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah.
You know, even just conversations you have with people.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I can do and be anything that I want to be. I think that this industry has put a lot of boundaries or time limits on women or women of color. And I literally don't live by that anymore. And I'm free.
Word.
And I think that we're supposed to live in our most amazing freedom in our light. But it's every day is a struggle. It takes one foot in front of the other every single day. I don't see it every day. There are some days where I'm like, I ain't free. I'm mad. You know what I mean? I have this much to go, or you know what I mean? And some days it's like, I got this. I know what I'm doing, and I believe in myself, and it's gonna be great.
I think that's one of the biggest things when you go to therapy. You learn that like it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not have it figured out all the time. I think we go crazy when we think we're supposed to know what's up with us in a certain moment.
Absolutely. And I mean, and don't get it twisted. When you see other people that's like, oh my God, they've got it all together, that person is trying to figure it out just
Word.
like you are.
That person got a therapist.
That person got a therapist, or they're trying to navigate their way through all of those thoughts, whatever they might be. And we're all just out here trying to figure it out. I think it's really important, like especially with social media now, everything looks so perfect, and that's bullshit. That's not real life.
It's everybody's highlight reel.
Yeah. I mean, I think I should definitely start posting some not like imperfect pictures for sure. I think it helps. I think everybody should do that. And there's no such thing as like, to me, there's no such thing as like, there's no such thing as perfect. There really is no such thing as perfect. I think that we could try. I think we all strive to get there. But you always present your most amazing self. And that can be your perfect, if you have to have a perfect.
Well, how does Kelly Rowland define beautiful, since we're at Beautycon?
How do I define beautiful? I would hate it when my mom would say, beauty really comes from within, baby. And I'm like, does it? Because that red lip you got on definitely makes your outfit way cuter right now. But I truly believe that beauty is what you believe yourself to be, even before you start painting, putting things on, bronzing up your legs, putting the cute little heel on. It's everything like that you possessed before you start embellishing. I always say, somebody's like, oh my gosh, you look so beautiful. I'm like, yeah, but you have to have a canvas to start with.
Ooh.
So I believe that we are all in our most beautiful canvas, but you have to have a canvas to start with.
So how can we stop the cycle that media plays in the holding women to higher standards and tearing them down?
Women have to hold themselves to higher standards and stop tearing each other down. It starts with us. I think that when we are looking at someone else, whether it's beauty or style or followers or this or men or relationships or whatever they might be, I think that it's really important to not, gosh, what is that word? don't want what someone else has. You know what I mean? You don't.
Envy.
Yeah, yeah. You don't know what they did to get there. And I also think it's important to, like, you got to find your own way. You can't hate on somebody else's way and how they got there. You just have to navigate your own, and your path is going to be your best path. But we don't have to, like, scratch each other in the eye and roll our eyes and do everything else on the way there. You know what I mean? I think that we have to sometimes, I know I do a self-check with myself where I'll look at somebody sideways. I'm like, how'd she do that? And then I have to check myself and say, well, you do it yourself. You know what I mean? You can admire the way someone's doing something, but you don't get jealous of it. You don't get green with envy behind it. You just try to figure out your own formula, because your formula is going to get you the real money shot.
Word. Let's talk about this beautiful melanin that we both possess.
Hey!
What has your journey been like with embracing the color of your skin?
Ooh, a very long one. The reason why I say a very long one is because when I was a kid in the South, I remember there was this paper bag rule. Anybody know about that paper bag rule?
Yeah, paper bag time.
And I remember dating a guy. I was in the 9th grade, and I'll never forget, his mom said, she's darker than a paper bag. Don't you bring her home again.
Wow.
And that was one time that something like that happened to me. Another one was when someone told me I was pretty for a brown-skinned girl. It's been several things. I've been, like, turned down for covers, magazine covers, because I was a brown-skinned girl. It's been so many different things. But actually, I gained my brown-skinned girl voice through my fans, because I didn't know I knew that I was important, but they let me know how truly important I was. And I knew that the shades of Destiny's Child were bigger than anything, you know what I mean? Because everybody saw a piece of themselves in Destiny's Child. But when I saw other brown-skinned girls seeing themselves through me, I was like, oh, I'm amazing. You know what I mean? Like, I knew what my responsibility was, and I held the torch for them because they trusted me with it. And so I am grateful, and I don't think I've ever said that, but I'm grateful to my fans, like, just as much. It's like, oh my God, I see myself through you, or I'm you when I'm Destiny's Child, or I'm this, and like, I'm like, whoa, this is like, and then when I, like, knew that, I was like, oh, we got to bust these doors down for everybody. You know what I mean? For the next generation and the next generation to follow. So yes, I believe that we are sensational, and we are sweeter than anything you could ever taste or imagine in your life. Yes.
What was your reaction when you heard Beyonce's Brown Skin Girl?
Brown Skin Girl. I wished it was my song. I was just like, dang, this is a damn good song.
Don't just shout me out on it. I want to get on it. Word.
No, I was, it's so funny because what we share as sisters is so sweet. And it was so funny because she was like, ooh, there's a song I'm really excited about. And I was like, all right, well, tell it to me. But I heard it, and I was like, dang, this is a good song. Dang, I wish she was mine. But I'm so happy for her. And I think it's so needed and it's so necessary because the song is, and she knows this, the song is bigger than what we could all even think or imagine of necessary. It's so right now, and it's so important. And I love watching this one little girl, Berkeley, sing Brown Skin Girl, and she asked her mom to play it over and over and over again. But I'm so proud of B, and I'm so happy that we have an anthem.
Wow.
We have an anthem.
You know, we hear these things in the media like, oh, Kelly Rowland would have been bigger if she wasn't dark-skinned. Do you think colorism has played any role in your career?
I think that colorism has played a role in my career, but I also think that, you know, Opinions are just like assholes. Everybody's got one. And I truly believe that we are moving into a place now to where, you know, you see all of these, they're knowing how big our dollar is. Let's not get it twisted here. We are a $1 billion business. And we trust brands, we believe in them, and now people are like, oh, we need to get on that train. So I think that it is important for us, of course, to support each other, you know, within our community. But all of these brands know what a major role we play. And they know that Black Panther or beauty we're a $1 billion business. We are not to be dealt with. And they all want to join the train. It's cool, but yeah.
What about the fashion industry? Do you think fashion has made progress in the last 20 years?
Let me tell you something. I remember going to fashion shows should I say that? That early on? In 2000. I remember going to a fashion show in 2000. And I'll never forget, like, looking up and down the runways, and I think I saw, like, maybe 2, 3 girls of color. And beautiful chocolate girls, but it was, like, 2 that were, like, fair with curly hair. But I remember wanting to see texture. I remember wanting to see brown. You know what I mean? Because we just had Naomi or we had Tyra, you know. But it was very few. And I remember wanting to see more of my face on the runway, and I didn't see enough. Or even on the seeing a magazine cover that said, "This is what beauty looks like," and it was 3 women. 3 white women. They were beautiful. One had blonde hair, the other one had blonde hair, and the other one had British blonde hair. But where do you find yourself in that? And even not just, let's be very honest, not just Black girls, you know what I mean? Girls from around the world. Like, you know, Middle Eastern girls, Asian girls, you know what I mean? Like, we have a long ways to go. There still needs to be representation for so many international women, period.
Do you feel pressure to always be that poster child for all of those things?
No, I feel like everybody's like, we're spreading the love here when it comes to just ethnicity. You know, you have, I mean, so many different women that are, I feel like, just really representing for, their background.
You just got to play Gladys night.
Yes.
In American Soul. What was it like jumping into her world?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I was really grateful for that opportunity. And I love Gladys. And I remember, like, I think a year prior, she said that if she were to do a biopic, that she would want me to play her. And I was floored, of course. But I love Gladys Knight. I love her.
Did you sit down with her? Did you have to build with her?
I've met her once. I've literally met Gladys once, and just want the opportunity to be able to sit down with her the way I have with Anita Baker, you know what I mean? And other amazing women who I absolutely love and admire, for sure.
What have you learned from motherhood that made you have a different appreciation for your mother?
Patience and quality, and also being present. A month after I had my son, you know, my mom passed. So just as I became a mother, I lost mine. So I was navigating my way through. Of course, I had B's mom, and B was a mom, and I had all this wonderful community of mothers. But that's why I say being present. Look, like, just being there with your kid is so important, and just being, you know, one-on-one with them, looking in them in their eye. Quality. I say quality because I'm learning as I go. So when I mess up, I allow him, like, I want him to know, like, I'm figuring this out, man. You know, if I make a mistake and I'm like, yo, that was a little too loud. I could have brought my voice down. And adults make mistakes too. My bad, man. You know what I mean? I let him know, like, I'm human. Like, we're all human, and we make mistakes. And what was the first one? What I say?
Well, I'm thinking of something else now.
What are you thinking of?
No, I was thinking like that had to be such an emotional roller coaster.
Huh?
Oh, patience. You said patience.
Because I didn't have any. I didn't have any patience before my son. So I was really scared that I wasn't going to have any patience. But but situations occur, and you have to figure that patience thing out real quick.
Yeah, you have no choice with kids. Like,
absolutely.
What was that emotional roller coaster like, though? Like, having a child, greatest moment of your life, but then losing your mom. Like, did you even give yourself a chance to grieve in that moment?
I did. When I did have to grieve, I did. Tim was really patient with me. And when it was like when I felt myself getting ready to like have like an overwhelming emotional breakdown, I didn't want Titan to sense that, so I would give the baby to whoever was around. And I would have my help, and I would go and call a friend of mine who was a therapist, or I'd cry or call Lala, but I had a community to call, like, I'm so angry she's not here, I'm so sad she's not here, or Tina would come over and say, it's baby, just hand me the baby, or whatever it was. I had a community of incredible, strong women, and I'm so grateful to them for that.
Word. Well, listen, I want to thank y'all for joining us today.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, so we are. All right, boom. So we're going to do a Q&A.
Okay.
I didn't know if the Q&A was part of that 30 minutes, but we're definitely going to do a Q&A, 5-minute Q&A. 5 minutes, black people, okay? Not 5 minutes and 30 seconds, 5 minutes.
Okay.
I got one.
First of all, thank you all for joining us over here at the main stage. I'm so happy y'all came out.
What's your name?
Okay, so my name is Christy Coleman. I'm a filmmaker in H-Town.
Hey, H-Town.
So my question is, I'm struggling right now to I work about 60 hours a week, and I'm trying to get off work and keep grinding with my films and stuff. I know that. How do you keep yourself going whenever you like, man, this is enough, this is too much, but I want my dreams to pursue, but if I got rent, car note, bills, so how do you keep going whenever you feel like this is just overwhelming?
First of all, if it's already in your head and it's in your heart, it has to come to life. I don't think God gives us ideas for them to just stay dormant inside of our bodies and inside of our thoughts. We're supposed to let them out. That's one. Two, I have a board next to my bed of all the different things that I want to do. And some of them, even still, I have like reach and everything. I'm always like, can I do that? Can I do that? Can I make a movie? Can I write a movie? I want to do all those things. I'm going to do it. I'm literally about to produce my first film this fall.
Hey.
So I just feel like we have to pace ourselves. Don't put so much pressure on ourselves. And like if you okay, I got the first part of this movie written. Okay, tick that off. When am I supposed to do the second part? Give yourself a chart so that you can actually put everything into perspective. But you got it, mama. I can see it in you. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations, you got this, Miss Coleman. Let's go, Houston. Let's go.
All right, let's get the next question.
Hi, right here.
What's your name?
Hi, my name's Janae.
Janae?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Janae.
Nice to meet you, too. Sorry, I'm so nervous. How did you stay true to yourself being an African-American girl in the entertainment world? I've danced professionally, and I've always been the pretty black girl surrounded by a group of 30 women and only 3 of us being black. And I felt like I could never truly be myself. If I did a pat, they would start laughing, and I'm like, my head itches. So how do you stay true to yourself without losing, I guess, what God gave you?
You don't lose anything. If anything, look around you and see how much we've given to culture.
Hey.
That's a dance. Pat your weave, ladies. Are you kidding me? We give to culture all the time. Think about how many big characters are spun off of, and there are movies and TV shows dedicated to that. Keep doing you. Somebody's gonna see it and they're gonna write it in their movie, and then you're gonna be like, pay me for that. Trust. Do you.
That's right. It's a privilege to be black, goddammit. All right, who's next? I can't see nothing here. Everything. Why everything so dark in LA?
Hi.
Everywhere you go. Where?
I'm over here.
Where?
Where?
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Hi, Kelly. I love
How
you
you
so much.
doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. So I've been a huge fan of yours since day one, Destiny's Child.
Thank
and
you.
I'm just obsessed with you. But I just want to know, what do you do when you feel insecure? Like when you're having a rough day, it's really hard. You don't feel like putting your clothes on. You're just having a rough day. What do you do?
Okay, so that happened to me 2 weeks ago, and sometimes they creep up on you like weekly. I literally tell myself, if I woke up, I'm not done. So because I'm not done and my eyes are open, I'm here. It means I have work to do. What am I supposed to do today? So he's not done with me. And then I go, and it sounds really crazy, but I put on Watch the Throne album, and it hypes me up. So, and then sometimes I'll throw a little, what is that, CC Peniston in there. Sometimes music just gets me out of my funk. It does, but you have to be your first cheerleader, because everybody else is, sometimes they're trying to find their own way. So you have to help yourself find your own way, and you have to be your biggest fan and say, oh, I'm not done, let's go. What I need to do today? You got this. Be your number one cheerleader.
Word. Well, that's all. I had one more question. Can I just one more? The label, the term, pretty dark-skinned girl, does that still bother you now, or do you embrace it?
I mean, I like being a dark-skinned chocolate girl. You can call me chocolate all day. Call me dark-skinned all day. I think that it sometimes depends on how it's said.
Got you.
It sometimes depends on how it's said and the intention behind it. If your intention is wrong, it makes you feel very angry. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm like, what do you mean by that? You know what I mean? Especially when it's like, oh, dark-skinned girl. Yes, what do you mean? You know what I mean? Like, you have to know what people's intentions are. You can really kind of smell it, and then you can check them later.
Word.
For sure.
Word. We'll make some noise for Miss Kelly Rowland, y'all.
Thank you guys so much for joining our talk.
Thank you. And
Give it up for Charlamagne Tha God.
Hey. Make sure y'all go get that Kelly Rowland edition.